Here's a message for all my narcissists out there. I don't know if you realize that what you're doing, if you're hurting people or hurting yourself, or, when you hurt other people, you're actually hurting yourself and you're hurting your whole environment, and you're making it just a little bit difficult for everybody. But, I get it. It's tough. It's a little scary. Life ain't fun. It can be, but as we exist right now, it seems a little overwhelming. Go outside and try to stay the night and outside and see if you don't freeze to death. So, that could cause a lot of fear for a lot of people. I want you to look back and see your accomplishments. What have you done? What growth did you cause? Do you feel better? Have you made anybody feel better? Has the world gotten better? I get it that this place is basically hell. We have to take responsibility for it because, we caused it ourselves. But when we hate, it brings more of that hellish energy back to us. And I'm trying to just kind of channel as I read my notes from channeling. So just bear with me a little bit. We can't judge anybody. Sometimes it's hard to put ourselves in their shoes, especially if we've never experienced what they've experienced, and we don't know how we would act if we did experience that. I've had plenty of friends that have gone through a lot of abuse, and I don't know how they could function. I've gone through my fair share of abuse, and everybody. It's tough, man. It's tough, but we're all kind of here, and there is a way out. There's always a way out. It could be prayer for some people. It could be meditation for some people. It could just be being centered in yourself while you're here, and I don't think the way out is hurting other people, and I don't think the way out is hurting yourself. And that's basically what you're doing when you're hurting other people, is you're hurting yourself, and it's very sad. I'm not trying to change your mind, because like I said, I don't know your experiences. I would like you to see from an empath what an empath thinks about a narcissistic abuse. Listen to it or don't, or it's up to you. Let's see what we got here. I wrote, we can peek into the behaviors that it embodies. So I'm thinking embodies is like an overall energy of a narcissistic behavior. The person is a vessel, and when we get hurt, we tend to disassociate with this vessel, and that allows entities or energies, negative energies, we become more susceptible to their influence. So maybe that's just intrusive thoughts for you, or it could actually be like demonic possession. So when we see something innocent and we've disassociated with our body, we want to make that thing feel the way we feel. And it's really sad, because that innocent thing didn't do anything to you. It's just being its own little innocent self. I'm trying to put myself in your shoes. Like, I don't have to do this. It's easy to be a good person when you don't go through abuses like that, and it's very tough. And that's a great defense mechanism, is to hurt somebody else before you get hurt, and it probably works for you, and that's how it's successful, and that's how you you become successful is hurting other people. And I think that maybe you learn a very good way on how to be successful by hurting other people, to make it look like they're hurting themselves, and you become successful. But when you're putting out that type of energy, the universe is kind of just a reflection antenna, and it's going to reflect that right back, and you're going to find yourself that innocent person that a heavier narcissist is taking advantage of. I mean, it's not a crime to be narcissistic. It's not a crime to worry about yourself or put yourself first. But I do think that it's fear that's causing this negative action in you guys, the narcissist community. But I doubt it's a community. Sounds more like an individualistic sport, but you guys do you. Just know God loves you no matter what. No matter what you do. He loves the worst person. He loves Genghis Khan. He loves Hitler. He loves Mussolini. He loves everybody. God is love. He is love. He doesn't have to love you. He is love. You know, he's like 2 birds with 1 stone type of dude. Know that you have a path back to him. And it may not be an easy path. It may be a seemingly impossible path. But the path is there, you know. I just kind of had to put that out there, you know, suffering from a narcissistic parent and being empathic or a forced empath. I'm not quite sure. I love you guys. So, you know, I really wish the best for you. And even through all of the negativity. That's it for today. Thanks, guys.